Hi, this is Carlton Cullins, and welcome to the Blue Sky Strongbox. Hey, this is Carlton Cullins with the Blue Sky Strongbox here in Austin, Texas, and this week I want to compare the automobile with our own bodies because I honestly think there's a lot of similarities between the two. And I think the sooner that you can see the similarities, the easier it'll make everything to understand. It puts it all together. I get a lot of questions about nutrition, and I think it's easiest to just put it in its perspective using the automobile analogy. So much like an automobile needs gasoline to move down the road, our bodies need gasoline or energy to move. Obviously, we get this gasoline or this energy from the food that we eat, the things that we drink. These give us energy, and we're supposed to move to burn off that energy. Now, what happens is if we don't move enough, or we put too much energy, too much food and drinks in our body, the excess that we don't use gets stored as body fat. So much like being at the gas station and filling up your car, once your car gets full, usually it stops, and if it doesn't stop, it'll spill out the side. Our bodies are no different. If we fill it up, we actually have the capability to overstuff ourselves and overfill our bodies, but it will spill out eventually, and it'll spill out in the form of body fat. So they're very similar in that sense. Imagine if you went to the gas station and you tried to fill up your tank, and you were able to put 2 or 3 nozzles in your gas hole, and you put them all on full blast, and you went to do that. That's too much gasoline at one time. It's just going to spew out everywhere. It's going to make a mess. Our bodies are very similar. A lot of people take each meal that they eat, and they try to eat too many calories at one meal. This happens a lot, and you're overstuffing yourself. The body can only handle so many calories at one time, so much food at one time, and when you overstuff it, most of that's going to get used as body fat, and not to mention it's going to mess up your engine, mess up your system. So there's very similar things. You want to eat enough food that your body can consume, that can metabolize and use for energy. I keep talking about this moving part. Food is nothing more than energy and gasoline. It's made to move. Think of all the people out there that cannot move and wish that they could. And here we are. We have the capability to move, and a lot of people don't. We need to move. It's just what you've got to do. You've got to move to burn off those calories. And obviously, on a day that you're going to move more, you're going to need more energy, more food. On days that you're not going to move so much, if you just get out of bed, you drive to work sitting down, you get to work, you sit down, you drive home sitting down, you come home, fix a meal, and then you sit out on the couch and watch TV, you're not moving enough to justify eating a lot of food. And when you do eat a lot of food, you overfill your gas tank. The excess is stored as body fat. So it's crazy. And much like an automobile, when you put bad gas in an automobile, it doesn't run correctly. When you put bad food into the body, it doesn't run very efficiently either. Much like sugar, processed foods, all these different things, they bog the body down. So there's a lot of similarities. I think the sooner that you can see them, the better. Much like an automobile, think about this. When it's cold outside, you have to warm up your automobile, or you're going to end up tearing up your engine if you try to go, drive it immediately. Much like when it's colder during the colder months, or you're cold getting out of bed and you're going to go do an exercise, you're going to move around a lot, you're going to work out, you need to warm up. And there's a lot of similarities. An automobile needs oil and water, or it's going to overheat, or the engine's going to mess up. Our body's oil is basically good fats and water. So you need good fats and water in your system at all times for your body and your engine to run correctly. So all these things are very similar. If you just keep these in mind, I think it'll help you tremendously. Ask a lot of questions, do some research, and I will see you soon. Bye.